Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. The Rams ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, it's Burgess. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Holds on, it's Sparks. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rams offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll saddle up with Hoss Haney at the helm. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out, sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
The run inside. It's Burgess. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They give it back to him. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Selling the fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
On the move from inside his... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Rams will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He'll be dropped. Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Follows his blocks. It's Burgess. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. Hard running there. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Burgess. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Leaves it in his belly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Driving forward, it's Burgess. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Hands it off. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Enough to move the chains. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback keeper runs through the tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast.
Touchdown, Colorado State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Corrals it at the 45. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Direct snap. It's Brown. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Darrell Robinson. Got the first down. Got him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return and he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's Louisville trying to... win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Colorado State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this home crowd is fueling their running game every single time the running back gets the rock. They are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Appreciate that, Holly. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Pass to 6. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
And the Rams have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This quarterback part of their running game. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Robinson. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown Rams! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. On the move at the 30. There he goes to the left. Inside the 30. Still on his feet. Into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're all over him, trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll take it himself. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. On the direct snap, it's Mosley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Finding some room. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Got the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Rams will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
2nd down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15.
Here we go, ready.
Straight ahead, it's Burgess. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Turns up, it's Sparks. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he gets rid of it.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move, it's Coleman. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. So first down will open up the final period. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Jackson will throw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Got him on the RPO. Turning it on. The 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. A quick pass to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick give. It's Burgess. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The short hands, it's Battle. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Wide, go.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here.